Hello, Jet. I'm a little late on this crossword because I've been traveling and being a new year, they kind of got to build another page on their website, and it took a little bit longer for it to drop. I was hoping it would drop at the airport, but let's give it a shot. This is a Thursday. They're going to really start getting difficult now. When I first started to doing the New York Times crossword on Thursday, I could hardly ever get even half, but I've gotten better over the years. So this one might be a little boring because it's going to be me trying to figure out uh, what we're going to do or what these answers are. 14 across a parasite's target, I will say host for now. Might not be right. It always wins, they say. I don't know. I would say love, but that's 5 letters. 17 across. Preparation for mini surprise party. I don't know. Idly pluck as a banjo. I don't know. Thrum or something. Because number one across, you're looking at it. Exclamation point might be. I don't know. Man, I have no idea. Three down, one of us. Capital us. Say. Um, I don't know. Four down, driver of some engines. I don't know. Steam. There are steam engines. Preparation for many a surprise party. I don't know. Cake, hide. I don't know. You're looking at it. Would this be this? One across this? It always wins, they say. H-O. I don't know. I want to say honesty, but who knows? And if this starts with an I, one of us say. I-S. I don't know. Quotidian? Ooh. Is that like another word for like prosaic or normal or boring? It might be because if that is thrum, then that would be usual. Preparation for many a surprise party. Or. Hmm. Oh, you know what they say always wins? The house always wins. So if this is an R, then preparation for many a surprise party. Ruse? Yeah, because it's normally a ruse. Oh, one of us say. I think there's a magazine called Us, so that would be an issue. And then that's going to be go ahead and be this, and that might be thrum for one down. 23 across. Roll for any pots on young Sheldon. You know, I have never seen young Sheldon, so I'm going to have to wait on that. 20 down, actor Fishburne of The Matrix. Everybody knows that is Lawrence. 50 across, assessment informally. I don't know. Exam? But 45 down, undisguised, I would say overt, but I don't know if there was an X there, what undisguised would be. And none of the down ones are doing anything for me yet. Investigate, I don't know. 42 across, like the origins of Buddhism and Hinduism. Asian, maybe? Because an educational support group is probably the Parent Teacher Association. 32 down is plural, so we're going to go ahead and put an S there. 33 down. Who won Best Supporting Actor for Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas? But it's only 3 letters, and it's in italics, which tells me that it might be part of a theme, so maybe some kind of play on words. I thought it was Joe Pesci. I thought Joe Pesci won Best Supporting Actor, but was Joe Pesci even in that? I think he was, yeah. No, I'm thinking, am I thinking of Casino? I'm not sure. Um, and I can't remember the other guy who was in, like, the main character of Goodfellas, but they wouldn't have given him a supporting actor. And Robert De Niro was definitely in it. So, I think, yeah. Anyway, pictures, stats. That could be ERAs, which would fit for Asians or Asian. We'll do ERA, the earned run average. What Edward what Edward Munch painting inspired a poster for Home Alone? That would be The Scream, but if you notice, the Scream doesn't fit here. But if this is a rebus and there are two letters here and then two letters here, that could be Pesci. See, that could be a P and then ESC. So if three letters were right here, this is a MacBook. It does not have an insert key, so I just have to click the rebus key and put in ESC and that. And now we can do the Scream. And 31 across kid with a route is a paper boy. 29 end of many modern addresses would be calm. And organization for the fever and the dream, that would be the Women's National Basketball Association. And role for Annie Potts on Young Sheldon, I guess Meemaw would probably be the only thing that fit. Annie Potts is old enough to play somebody's grandmother now, I think. 28 across figure in much World War I propaganda. We will probably say Uncle Sam. Cat breed from an island in the Irish Sea. Is that the same answer from the other day? The Manx? Because 35 across is home to the first NFL team to win a Super Bowl in its own stadium. 2021. I don't know who won the Super Bowl in 2021. But if there's an A there, that could be a city name. What Mediterranean nation lies between Italy and Libya? That's a really good question, gentlemen. 37 down. Go for the gold. Question mark. Mine. Vi. Yeah, probably dig, maybe. 38 down. Apropos. I don't know what a three-letter word for apropos would mean. You know, like fitting. Apt. So if that was A. Okay, so this is going to be Tampa, I think. But I didn't know Tampa won the Super Bowl in 2021. Because something that is apropos would be apt, and you can pan for gold. So, and what Mediterranean nation lies between Italy and Libya? That could be Malta, but it doesn't fit. So if you look over here and you realize that this rebus was ESC, which is a key on a keyboard, and if you put ALT right here, that would also be a key on a keyboard. So I'm thinking that's probably what that's going to be, a rebus right there related to keys on the keyboard. There'll probably be a CTL in here somewhere. And 40, what fictional English heavy metal band consists of these three people? That is Spinal Tap. And that is probably the Manx Cat. 43 across, a chill pill essentially is a relaxant. 26 across, filled. This is how I felt most nights when I was with you, satiated. And 41 down, a pitted fruit would be a plum. 40 down, initialism for an online advertiser. SEO, search engine optimization, if I'm not quite mistaken. 43 across, take over for, that's going to be something, I just don't know yet. Investigate. 44 across is now going to be scope out. Take over for, I don't know, sit. In quotes, so something else that somebody would tell you if they were telling you to sit, and that could be park it. 68 across, four-letter word, blank, blank, tet, head to head, I think. 63 down, Buffalo to Baltimore. Buffalo is in New York. Baltimore is in Maryland. But so I would say maybe southeast. 61 across. A test grader's aids, or what is needed to respond to the 6 italicized clues in this puzzle. A test grader uses an answer key, and these are keys, so I'm going to go ahead and put that here, and this is probably answer. We'll leave that there for now. This could be your name, 59 down, negative for Nikolai, but if I didn't know better, I could just put Jet. But the real answer is Niet. 58 across, where many family names begin with O, and that is the old name for Ireland. Aaron Gabra. 45 down, undisguised, still overt, yeah, because 50 across, an assessment informally would be an eval. 43 down, take over 4, we now know is relieve. This has to be south-southeast. 65 across, Nancy Drew and Sherlock Holmes are both detectives. 62 down, a heart chart for short is an ECG. 57 down, Singer Stefani, that's an easy one. Because actually I've known 2 people in my life who were married to Filipinas, and one of them was a very, very big Gwen Stefani fan, and him and his wife used to argue about just how much of a crush he had on Gwen Stefani, and I remember that, all these 20 years later. 67 across, lit for fun, e.g. I don't know. Do they mean lit as in literature? I don't know. We'll keep going. 56 across, a cohort. Cohort could be another name for meeting, or a pal, or a co-worker, or a friend. I don't know what a cohort that ends in a G would be. 47 across, prefix with genetics. Epigenetics. 47 down, horrors in quotes. That could be egads. A group of experts is a panel. Lit for fun, e.g. I don't know, slang, I don't know. Your cohort could be your gang, so for 56 across, this could be 47 across, epigenetics, and 49, 2010 release, now owned by Meta, and that is Insta, which means that the lit for fun is slang. 51 across, a Gorgon, slang by Perseus. Yeah, I'm not real brushed up on my Greek mythology, so I don't know what that guy's name would be. Yeah, I'll keep going. 60 across, a denizen of hell. We'll say that's a demon. 55 down, Mob Psycho 100. Genre, considering I've never heard of Mob Psycho 100, I have no idea what that would be. I kind of want to say manga just because, you know, that's what's real popular, but no, I'm pretty sure that 60 across is demon. 54 down, kind of wind, or an alternative to wind. Solar. Yeah, because there are solar winds. That would be a kind of wind, or an alternative to, you know, wind energy. That would be solar energy. 53 across, the so-called fifth taste, umami. Yeah. Thank you to the Asians for coming up with that one. Neighbor of Java, have you not been there? Is that Bali or Mali? I'm not sure. That's Bali. And you were there drinking the cat poof coffee. An entry in a red ink is a debit. Boar, 69 across is a tire. 66 across, a prayer leader is an imam. And now we know that Mob Psycho 100 is anime because the Gorgon slain by Perseus is Medusa. Oh, are, the verb are in French. That's not, is that nous, vous, sus? I do not know. Maliciously publishes the private info of online. Is that doxes? Charon's domain. I know that much. I would say sticks. Unit of data storage. Which unit of data storage could hold 200,000 HD movies? A terabyte? But I don't see anything. This is, you notice this is in italics, which means that it's going to have a letter of the keyboard on here. Maybe a petabyte. But, oh yeah, petabyte, because then this right here could be the tab key. And I still don't know what that is, but I will say that was an E, and this is probably stately for majestic. A type of file is a rasp. 5 down. Like most oysters, served with mignonette. I don't know. I don't eat oysters, but I'm going to assume the answer is raw. 6 down. Some Bavarian cries. I don't know. Ach. Yeah, I think that's it. Had no co-conspirators. 15 across. Acted alone. Which 1991 comedy starred Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss? What about Bob? I think the name of that was. The 19th letter, Tau? Is that Tau? A piano technician is a tuner? Yes. 10 down, a Sephora competitor. I don't shop there, but I have seen plenty of Ultas. 11 down, somebody who is gallant is noble. 12 down, blank gay, and gay is capitalized. That would be the airplane that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, the Enola Gay. A gift for a musician, 27 across would be an ear, and steel rod with ridges is rebar, which also fits in bistecca alla Fiorentina, an Italian dish. Congratulations, that only took 17 minutes. And I don't know, what is my average on a Thursday? My average on Thursday is 1841, so it came in early. I would like to say thank you for talking to me all day. I was quite a bit sleep deprived, and talking to you helped me make it through the day. I will see you again tomorrow, assuming I can get this uploaded today. Bye, Jet.